Joining us now is UK barrister and broadcaster and president of Octopus TV, Andrew Eborn. Andrew, wonderful to see you again.
It is always a delight to see you, Gabriella.
The controversy around Prince Andrew is only getting worse. It's now been revealed that Prince Andrew hosted Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell and Harvey Weinstein at Royal Lodge, the Prince's private home in the grounds of Windsor Castle. Now, it had previously been reported that Epstein, Maxwell and Weinstein visited Windsor Castle for an event, but not that they had actually been hosted at Andrew's private home. What more can you tell us about this?
Well, I can tell you, and as I say, it's a tsunami of scandal which is just not going away. It's getting bigger, if anything. And what it was, it's Weinstein, Epstein, and Maxwell. They visited Royal Lodge, which is where Andrew will eventually be evicted from, thrown out. And this was all part of Prince Andrew's daughter, Beatrice. It was her 18th birthday celebration. She had a masked ball, and this picture has emerged from 2006 in which Weinstein, Epstein and Maxwell are taking part in this. Now, this was 2 months after the US arrest warrant had been issued for Epstein for the sexual assault of a minor, and he was arrested by police in Florida 8 days after the event. Now, it previously been reported, as you say, that they visited Windsor Castle for the event, but not that they'd gone to Andrew's home. So more and more revelations are coming out, as indeed we predicted on this very programme.
I mean, what a group when you've got Weinstein, Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein. Now, an ex-royal staff member has opened up about his time working at Buckingham Palace. Dan Ottaway, who served as a chef, claims that out of all of the royals that he catered for, Prince Andrew was difficult and more demanding than others. I mean, he's certainly not getting a good rap.
He certainly isn't. Nobody's saying a nice word about him, are they? They're working on that sort of basis. So what happened is he's shared, this Dan Ottaway, he's shared his insights into the royal family life. He's now holding a position as an executive chef in a luxury hotel. And what he says is, look, everybody loved the royals. He loved serving them for many, many years. But Prince Andrew was quite difficult, and he was much more demanding, in the words that he used, than his relatives. But he had a lot of praise for Princess Kate. She used to bring the children in after a meal to meet all the staff and be very, very grateful, to say thank you very much. But there have been all sorts of revelations about what Fergie would do as well. They would come in and demand, they'd have like a whole lamb and a leg of lamb, and they would have lots of chicken and demand that very, very late at night. And what happened, it then got wasted a lot. There was apparently a lot of excess. So there's no love lost between the chef and Prince Andrew and Fergie.
Well, there are reports that Prince Andrew has agreed to vacate the Royal Lodge. However, he wants Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's former UK home, Frogmore Cottage. Not only that, he also wants Prince William's and Kate Middleton's Adelaide Cottage for Sarah Ferguson. I mean, it seems like a pretty extraordinary demand.
Well, it's a ghastly game of royal monopoly, isn't it? What's happened, and what they're saying is you've got this enormous place which you spoke about last time, and he's saying, well, if I come out of this, I need not just the property for me, but for my ex-wife as well, because they live together in Royal Lodge, and that's exactly what they're saying. We want, first of all, we'll have Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Frogmore Cottage, as well as William and Kate's Adelaide Cottage, is what they want. He also apparently wants respect for his two daughters. I understand that, allowing them to continue their royal work and charity patronages. And he also wants some sort of financial settlement, because Fergie's going to need a bit of cash as well. So they're talking about that sort of side. But officially, obviously, stripping Andrew of his royal titles, as I said last week, was going to require an act of parliament. And this enormous property that he's in, which has become a massive focus for the general public over here, and indeed around the world. It's a 30-room Royal Lodge, and it emerges all the time about the deal that was done. It's basically a peppercorn rent, which means he hasn't really paid rent for a significant period of time. But what he did do, he paid £1 million up front, and then was responsible for all the sort of refurbishments. And that's been quite hefty over that period of time. It's been about 7.5 million was paid in 2005, and there are various expenses which have been paid since. But it looks likely that he may agree a deal as long as he gets these two properties.
Okay, well, you think about the damage that this has caused the royal family, and now Prince William and Princess Catherine are allegedly working hard to uphold the palace's reputation and, of course, stand by King Charles following this enormous scandal. But you think about all the scandals surrounding the royal family, this is certainly up there.
Oh, absolutely. And we pointed out last time, Prince William's being quite ruthless about this. He doesn't want anyone to tarnish the crown. And that's exactly what all these headlines screaming every single day are doing. More and more revelations. They were hoping that when Andrew turned around and said, well, I'll give up my titles and I won't use them, although it does require, as I say, a more formal procedure to take them away officially. He said he wouldn't use them. But what's happening is basically Prince William has got zero tolerance towards the Andrews scandal. And as I say, he's pretty ruthless on that sort of basis. What he wants to do is basically have a solution focused lens. How do we stop this? It's going to be far more ruthless than his father. He was the one, if you might remember, I revealed he sort of stopped Andrew being invited to Christmas. He's now getting more and more trying to distance himself from it. We had that incredibly uncomfortable scene at the Duchess of Kent's funeral when Andrew and Fergie were there, and William was trying to distance himself as much as possible from him. But that's what's going to happen. He feels as though his father has teetered too long with this sort of kid's gloved approach to his younger brother. He's got this scorched earth policy now. That's what he wants.